Hello, Elly here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for this all levels morning Vinyasa wake up flow. So we are going to be getting the body moving this morning or whenever you're doing this practice. So we'll be stretching, strengthening, flowing, breathing, and just really bringing some energy into the body, but also kind of releasing tension and kind of getting ourselves ready for the day, feeling a nice reset and recharge. So we're actually going to come down into a kneeling position today. So used to coming into my cross the leg position. If kneeling is not comfortable for you though, which it won't be for everyone, then you can come into any other seated position that works for you. But taking kneeling today if it's comfortable, and then just bringing the hands to the thighs. Close down your eyes or take a steady gaze out in front. And allow your shoulders to soften. Start to observe your breath, observe the body. Really trying to inhabit your body as fully as possible. Seeing if you can notice each and every part. Scanning down. Being the observer. Notice how your breath feels today. Notice what your breath wants you to know. Taking this moment to check in on how you're feeling. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Leaving yourself a bit of space for whatever comes up. We'll start to come into our coherent breathing, so breathing in for 6 and breathing out for 6. This is a really great way to balance out the systems in the body, brings your brain waves into a meditative state. So this breath technique has a similar effect to meditation. But if it doesn't feel right for you at any time, then you don't have to take it. Just come back to your natural breathing. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just coming back to your natural breath now. We'll open up the eyes if you had them closed. Bring the palms of the hands together to Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach the hands up, seeing if you can keep the palms of the hands together. Then as you exhale, release the arms, palms facing down. Press that energy down as you exhale. Hands come back in together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, ground down. And this time on the exhale, you can breathe out through the mouth if that feels good too. So inhale, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. This can be like a big sigh. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, breathing out. And last one like this. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Inhale this time, reach both hands up to the ceiling. Right hand takes the left wrist. Lift up and out. As you exhale, stretch over to the right. Stretching into that left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the left hand to the right wrist. Lift up and out first. And then as you exhale, stretching over to the left side. Feeling that opening down into the right side of the body. And releasing, come back to center, release the arms, take a couple of shoulder rolls, and we'll move into tabletop position. It's coming through some cow and cat now. Exhale, drop the head, draw the pelvis up and in towards the body. Inhale, lift the head, shine the heart forwards, lift the tailbone. Exhale, draw the belly in, round the spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone, shine the heart forwards. Exhale, draw the belly in, rounding. Last one, inhale, open across the chest, lift the tailbone. And then come back to your neutral spine position. And then I want you to draw this right shoulder and this right hip in towards each other. So keep the hands and the legs grounded, but what we're doing is we're stretching into the left side of the body as we do this. Take it over to the other side. Left shoulder draws in towards the left hip. Once more each side, so going over to the right. Stay with your breath. Going over to the left. Come back to center, tuck the toes under. Going to inhale, hover the knees away from the mat. Keep breathing. So just hovering them ever so slightly off your mat. See if you can really press your hands down into the mat here as well, lifting through the shoulders. And release the legs back down. Take a breather. Tuck the toes under again. Inhale, lift the knees. Keep breathing. Lift up and out through the shoulders. And draw the knees back down to the mat. Then this time we're going to tuck the toes under and walk your feet in. So we're coming into a forward fold. And if it's accessible, you're going to bring your fingertips around the big toes. If it's not, then just hang down. So everybody letting their head go, letting the head hang. And then if the peace fingers are around the big toes, maybe bending those elbows out to the side in your fold. Bending your legs as much as you need to. You do not need to lock the legs straight. Take what feels right in your body. And then wherever you are in your fold, on your inhale, I want you to lift the chest. So we're in this kind of Ardha Uttanasana, this halfway lift. And then on your exhale, softening, letting the head drop, folding forward. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, folding forwards, taking any gentle movement that feels good. And then releasing the hands, if you had them on the feet or the elbows. Keep some softness in the legs. Inhale, slowly curl the body up. Draw the belly button in as you roll up. Lift the head up, laugh. Our Surya namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your legs as much as you need to. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, float the hands down to the mat, step or jump the feet back to plank. Flow through your chaturanga, so either going to drop the knees and inhale into a cobra, or shift the shoulders forwards, inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Relax the head, keep lifting the hips away from the ground. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands, step, or you can jump the feet in. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, lift your heart away from the tailbone. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. Coming into Surya namaskar B, inhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Draw the belly in. Notice if you're someone who has a bit of a pelvic tilt, and just see if you can think about drawing the pelvis up and in towards the body here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down on the mat, step or float back. Work through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips lifting, downward facing dog. Press the mat away with your hands. Inhale, step the right foot through between the hands, keep the back heel down, sweep the fingertips up, warrior one. From here, open out, find your warrior two. So right leg's bent, left leg's lengthened. Press the feet down and away into your mat. Start to lengthen through the right leg. Inhale, reach forwards, 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 tipping from the waist, find your Trikonasana. So this right hand could be on a block or the mat, or maybe it's on the inside of the right calf or the thigh. So really important to just keep that space across the chest. If you have to have the hands into the hips, absolutely taking that. There's no right or wrong option to take. It's really just listening to what your body needs. Inhale, lift the chest, come back up. And then option two, just step this back foot in to stabilize. Grab your block if you're working with a block, or you're bringing your right hand down to the mat for your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So we're opening this left hip up to the ceiling, reaching the fingertips up. Maybe you can follow with your gaze. Breathing here. And then from here, you can bring some softness in that right leg. See if you can lift up and come into a wide leg position on your mat. Add in any extra steps, extra movements that you want to take. This is your practice. Reach, point the toes out in front, or you can pigeon toe them. And inhale, reach the crown of your head to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forwards. And again, you could be staying higher up here. You could have your hands on blocks. Or if you want to take this next option, you could have the peace fingers around the big toes. And we're coming back to that bending of the arms so that the elbows come out to the side and we're folding forwards. So option to move with the breath in your prasarita. So even if the hands aren't on the feet, you can still take these movements. So on the inhale, you're lifting the chest and lengthening. Exhale, folding, dropping the head. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, folding. Inhale, last one. Exhale, folding. Really bringing that energy into the body, stretching it out for this morning Vinyasa flow. Inhale, lifting now, releasing the hands. And then we're just going to walk the hands around to frame the front foot, step it back to plank. Flow through your version of chaturanga. Inhaling into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling back to downward dog. Remember, you can always take a child's pose at any time. You can always take a break at any time. Always listen to your body. Listen to what you need. Inhale, step the left foot through between the hands, back heel down, left side warrior one, fingertips reaching up, lift up and out from the waist. Open out, find your warrior two, gaze over the left fingertips, relax the shoulders, tuck the tailbone in. Lengthen through the front leg, inhale, reach forwards with the left fingertips. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Maybe it's coming to a block. Maybe it's on the inside of the thigh, the calf. Again, we're all different. All bodies are different. We all need different things at different times. So letting go of sometimes what our ego might tell us that we should be doing or we think we should be doing. And really honouring where we're at right now and what we actually need. Inhale, start to lift the chest, coming back up. Adding in another little extra step if you need to here, grabbing a block. And then bring the left hand down to the mat. Come into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hip opening up towards the ceiling, right fingertips reaching up, maybe following with your gaze. Stay with your breath. And then seeing if you can, with control, take a big step out to a wide leg stance. Point the toes forwards, hands can come to hips. Inhale, reach the crown of the head upwards. Exhale, hinge from the hips, thinking about really hinging, and this long line through the body is nice and secure, so using your core as you fold forwards. Option to bring the peace fingers back to the toes if that felt good too, or you can just have the hands on blocks or to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, folding, dropping the head, bending through the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. And last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Release the hands, walk the hands around to frame the front foot, step it back to plank, meeting in a plank position however you need to get there. Inhale through into an upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. It's gone off on a little bit of a tangent there in our sun bee. So now option for a child's pose, or we're going to inhale, send the gaze between the hands, either jump or step in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana, your chair pose. And exhale, come to your Tadasana mountain pose. Well done. Take a moment here, hands in heart center to breathe. Close off the eyes if that feels good too. Just notice whatever you notice. Opening the eyes back up. Step the feet out slightly further than hip width, toes pointing out to the side. Hands in heart center. Inhale. Exhale, bend through the legs. Keep the space across the chest. Sitting the hips down. Find your Malasana. So again, taking a block if you need to, taking seated Malasana if you need to. So you can always come down, have the hips on the ground, but be working in this position with the legs and the arms. Reach the crown of the head upwards. Grow the spine tall. See if you can find a smile. Well done. And release the hips down. Bring your legs in together. I want you to take a big hug. Wrap your arms around the legs. Drop the forehead down towards the knees and start to close the eyes if that feels good too. Maybe you can feel that opening down into the back of the body. Maybe you can feel your breath just starting to come towards the end of this practice. And I have a short reading to finish this practice today, and it's from the Comfort Book by Matt Haig. You are the goal. You don't have to continually improve yourself to love yourself. Love is not something you only deserve if you reach a goal. The world is one of pressure, but don't let it squeeze your self-compassion. You were born worthy of love, and you remain worthy of love. Be kind to yourself. Nothing is stronger than a small hope that doesn't give up. When you're ready, I just want you to release from the hug. Bring your legs into a comfortable seated position. And we'll start to come back into the physical body. And bring the palms of the hands together and just reach the hands to meet the ground to honour being in the present moment. Sealing this practice. Opening the eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for that Wake Up Vinyasa morning flow. I hope that you enjoyed that practice. Do feedback to me on how you've got on, and yeah, do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It's totally free. But I just really appreciate you being here and flowing with me, and I can't wait to have you join me in another flow very soon. Take care. Bye bye.